It's the Wrestle Lingus Show, back once again on the Creative Control Network. Lighting this pig on fire. As we said, I've told fucking Joey, I told Smoking Joe, Faust, give us some time. We will be your number one show on this fucking network. We're taking aim, and we're going to climb these fucking rankings.
To paraphrase something Drew McIntyre said, hey, surprised we made it over a week.
Yes, to look behind the curtain and see how the sausage is made. Poor fucking Smoking Joe's already said, what have I gotten myself into with this show? And that's why, who tweeted us, Faust, and said, this is a great show. Shout out to him. We're going to get his name out here. A new fan. And we encourage you all, listen. You're going to love this show. So now is when the show is actually going to start being its normal show, because last week where there was only one Raw review there because there was the holiday thing. So you got a show taken out. Now it's going to be your SmackDown and Raw show this week. Who is it, Faust?
Daniel Zamorano. I think I'm saying his last name.
I don't want to call him a Zamoran.
Zamorano.
Well, we changed everybody's name, so maybe he's our Zamoran. I don't know.
Love the podcast. Super funny. Great fucking podcast.
So, yeah, if you want to tweet to us, whatever you want to do, that's at Lingus Mafia. Otherwise, you can even email us. What's that at, Faust?
LingusMafia@gmail.com.
Yes. I, by the way, am Cav Manning. He is Fausty Walnuts.
What do you hear? What do you say?
So, if you want to hear this show complete and with no commercials, all that good stuff, then you want to go to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia. You get that. You get bonus shows. You will get the pay-per-views that are going to be exclusive only for Patreon. This last week, we said, fuck it. It's new. We're in a new space. We're going to give you guys, you know, what we do. And so we threw out our pay-per-view rewind there from End of World, or whatever the fuck that
called. Oh, no, that was NXT.
No,
World's End.
There you go.
World's NDA, as some were calling it.
Fantastic. So yes, that's out there for everybody to hear. But what we plan to do, I told Smoking Joe, Faust, everybody know him as Joe Feeney. I call him Smoking Joe. I said, I need a list of your fucking shows that you have on your channel. And I know he has Taskmaster, that's his number one. And then Dr. Tom is number two. A bunch of other shows after this. And I said, okay, I need something to take aim at. And I need to climb a ladder, because I have said we will get to be number one on this motherfucker. All I have ever needed, Faust, with this show, I am confident we need ears. And once people hear this shit and say it's funny and enjoy to listen to it, because I've heard other wrestling podcasts, Faust, and I swear to God, I've needed multiple Red Bulls. I'm going to swerve off the fucking road. I swerve when I drive, Faust. I've heard that once somewhere.
Really?
And I'm like, oh, fuck, I am just bored out of my fucking mind. So that's where we try to be different. Not to bore somebody. Imagine that for a fucking thing.
Yeah.
That would be our slogan. I'm trying not to bore you to death. New wrestling slogan. I'll try not to bore you to death and drive you off a road. So our show obviously is different. But I'm like, all right, let's see who's fucking next. And there's quite a few of these shows that are like, I wouldn't say discontinued, inactive.
Dormant
shows, Faust. However, in our first week, we have gotten above one that wasn't. And I go, ooh, I would like to see who's active that we've got in front of. This must be a jobber show of some sort, Faust. I mean, it must be a nothing and nobody. And we are above the Bobby Fish show, Faust.
Oh, Robert Fish.
In one fell swoop, we're above the show. I can't imagine. See, here's the problem. When a lot of wrestlers or whatever try to do podcasting show, they think this is just an easy, who gives a fuck, easy as fuck to do. The problem more to do a show is being committed to do it at the same time every week, every fucking time. Consistency is key. So we're going to keep climbing until we're knocking on Sullivan's door and asking him, did you feel that? She just hit the iceberg. She's taking on water. That's what we're going to fucking do. So stay with us for the fun ride, guys, because I learned from the school of Stern when it was good. And we'll be having funerals along the way. So just give it some time. Faust.
Yes.
SmackDown time. But first,
oh, yes.
the big announcement. The big announcement. We do every year the Royal Rumble pool, and everyone's invited to join in, but you got to get in before it fills up. This is the problem. Faust, I believe right now 4 spots are taken, right? That's me, you, Greg, Wonder Boy, Baby Jonathan. 5 spots, Faust. Yeah. I know my gazintas. That's 5.
10 spots left.
10 spots left. First come, first serve. And we have told people your best bet is to be on patreon.com/Lingus Mafia when these kind of things happen, because they are going to hear it first. It's not like I post it and tell Joe to hold on. I post it immediately on our Patreon. I email it to Joe. I tell him to post it. When he posts it, it's usually pretty quick then, but it is still out quicker on the other one because I'm doing it. How does it work, Faust?
I was going to say, the reason why there's 15 spots instead of 30 is because you'll get 2 numbers, $40 buy-in, and that gets you 2 numbers in the men's rumble, 2 numbers in the women's rumble.
And it's not the same 2 numbers. We draw twice. And what we do is we put your name in a hat, the people who are buying in, and in another hat, we have the 1 through 30 numbers. So I draw from the names hat first and say I draw Joe Schmo. I put them down, and now I draw from the hat 2 numbers. And we'll do, this is the men's one right now. And we do that through the whole men's one first. So it doesn't, you got good numbers. You got to pick numbers. You're not picking shit. It's out of a hat, whatever it is. And then we do it again. Same names for the women's. Draw names out, draw numbers. Now you get 3 chances of winning money here because we're not keeping any of the money. There is no, we need a 10% fee to do this. It is all going back to you guys or whoever wins. I won quite a bit one year, right? Didn't I win like 2 categories one fucking year?
Drew McIntyre, I think, because he won it and he had the most eliminations.
Yeah, so it's most eliminations.
So the winner, if you draw the number of the winner, you get $150. If you win, if the person you drew has the most eliminations, it's 75, and then if they're in the rumble the longest, you get 75.
And if there is something between 2 people had the most thrown out, 3 people had the most thrown out,
we just split it evenly.
That's divvied up then between. But usually, for the most part, it's happened once where there was 2 guys that had the same number.
Yeah,
in the number of eliminations, there are 2 guys that had the same number of eliminations, and they had to split their money for that. But you could literally, they don't do this really. I mean, it's a far-fetched to say somebody's going to be in the longest, throw the most out, and win. I'm sure one time that will happen because they'll just want to do history.
Right. But they like to have other pushes.
Yes.
It's like, this guy didn't win, but hey, look, this person stayed in for 55 minutes or whatever.
You could easily win 2 categories because you will have 2 numbers. So it's 2 different people. You could get fucking lucked out by 2 and be like, fuck yeah.
Or you could be like me years and not win anything at all.
Yeah, you could pull a number and you go, great, fucking Tazawa came out. You fuck.
That's the worst.
That is the worst. When you're
like, it's my turn. It's my turn. And then here comes Shotzi.
Like, you hear fucking Ryder walking to the ring. Fuck me. I was always remember we were at the Rumble in Arizona.
Yeah.
And fucking that's when I had Drew. And that fucking music hit, I fucking popped like I cared about him. Fuck yes, because I knew I had such a fucking shot because he was one of the guys that were being pushed, and I was like, great. And for people who know our history, Drew isn't a fan of mine.
Right.
Which I'm screaming, get me my money, you fuck. Give me my fucking money. Go win my fucking money. So I was into it. So he won some money from me. All right. So yes, tweet us, X us, whatever the fuck you call it.
At Lingus Mafia.
All you got to do is message us and go, I want in. It is first come, first serve. So if you are in, it's all time stamped.
I believe
first serve.
Before we were on Creative Control, we used to put out the Freebird feed 2 days later.
Yeah.
And all the Patreon people would fill it up first, but at least there'll be a closer chance since it's going to go up the same day. But
So get in.
No promises.
Get in. And you know what, Faust, this time next year, I could see it being bigger and you get one number.
Yeah.
Like literally you got one shot on women's, one shot on men's.
Yeah, we should do that.
2 different numbers, obviously. Yeah. So you get more people involved in it. But as for this year, it's still the same. So get in where you fit in. SmackDown, Fausty.
New Year's resolution or revolution? Is that what it was called?